guys, it's Leonie. I've come to do your monthly guidance. I hope you're all good and well. I'm going to be using the Arcanum Tarot today, and I will put you some of my very own flower guided spiritual cards at the end to give you that final message as well. It's kind of like you'll be facing a lot of your fears this month. Okay, remember, it's not going to be for everybody. Just take what resonates for you alone. But I was kind of feeling very fearful about taking steps, facing my fears, taking action. My emotions were getting in the way of things. And this is why you've been holding back and holding back and holding back. But again, we've got 2 full moons this month, super moons I should say, which is a force within itself anyhow. So you're going to feel a lot of feelings and emotions flood up to the surface, and you're going to find it so difficult to let things go. So it's good to keep yourself grounded this month and to really focus on making changes and taking steps into the unknown. It's really important that you do that so that you don't go in the same old cycles again. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge in that respect to you. But it is all about speaking. There we go. Look, I just you watched me do it. The moon has come out. So again, it can be illusions, fantasies as well, but it is about you facing your fears more than anything, and not allowing your feelings or emotions to kind of hold you back in any kind of way. Not being afraid of the unknown or the unseen. That's kind of what I was feeling. But there is a new pathway, a new doorway there for you. It's just about facing those fears. So you're going to have a bit of a fight on your hands to kind of go with the flow as such. To literally, you may be very emotional this month, very emotional. Very emotional. Something's old and stagnant there though. So again, with the Queen of Swords coming out, you're going to need to use your powers, put some boundaries in place for yourself, for your surroundings as well, and step back into your power again. I feel like you've been a little bit lost and uncertain and unsure, and it's left you a bit vulnerable, scared. But this is a force not to be reckoned with. This is like saying no and meaning no, putting boundaries in place and actually taking charge and taking control back for you. Yeah, what holds you back is judgment of others. It's also fearing what others may say, think or feel towards you, but you're very much protected in that respect, and it's kind of allowing yourself to be free from that. So releasing all the burdens that go with that kind of thinking as well, letting go of all those negative thoughts, feelings, emotions on what you come across as by making choices and decisions, how someone's going to act or react by you saying no, by putting boundaries in place, by you doing your own thing. This is saying you don't need to please or prove anything to anybody. This is you, your life. You're thinking too much, and you need to step out of that headspace. You need to keep yourself grounded, and like I say, you're certainly going to be needing to cut some cords or ties here in some kind of way. But mostly, you're going to need to face a few of those fears to be able to do that as well. You've got to find your strength. You really have. It's for your happiness at the end of the day. And there are some rewards and recognition and a wish fulfillment coming out of this for you as well. It's going to release you from something or from someone. And it's going to make you happier in the end, in the long run. Music's going to be important this month as well. I do need to say that. It's certainly going to lift your vibrations to help you get through this. But like I say, with that 9 of Cups coming through, this is, you could have happy tears here as well. But this is achievements, goals, life achievements. Could be certificates here of some kind as well, some kind of other achievement, for all your hard work and effort that you're gonna go through, basically. There's a very strong kind of energy here. Speaking out. Speaking your truth and not being afraid to speak your truth. getting feelings, emotions off your chest to help bring in some form of balance into your life as well. Let's just see what else we've got. Yeah, we've got the Three of Wands here. So again, so whether this is certainly an opportunity for you to move on, move forward, change location, change destination. There's also travel that could be involved for you as well in some kind of way. But I think that the sun's going down on this whole scenario situation. So I feel like with this, something's ending. A door's got to close for another one to open. And it is for your happiness at the end of the day. If you're unhappy in a situation and you're avoiding confrontation, to take steps in that right direction, you've got to deal with this. You've got to shut the door, and you're not got to be afraid to do that. Otherwise you're just going to go around in circles, and this month you're going to have such a strong urge to do that. You may even find your power. This is what I'm saying with that Queen of Swords, to be able to step things up and move things in that right direction for you. But you've got to remove your fears of being judged, and that is the biggest fear. You're worried about what other people think. You're worried about everything to do with that. It's, or even who you're dealing with here. You're worried about all sorts of different things, yeah. But you're the one that's being hurt here more than anything. You are just, you know, there's anxiety, there's stress, there's tears, there's emotions all over the place, there's hurt, there's pain. You name it. It's a trapped kind of energy, trapped kind of feeling, and we want you to kind of like come out of this and move on, move forward, and release yourself from that hurt and pain. And the only way by doing that, you're the one suffering here. You're the one suffering. So you've got to turn it around. You've got to focus, and you've got to take back the reins, the control. And you've got to put some strong, firm boundaries in place for you, for your happiness and your stability and your security. This is why things are very much overwhelming for you at the moment, and they have been. And this is why things haven't been progressing or moving on, moving forward. Every single day has been a struggle and a battle. It's like you've been stuck in mud. That's how I feel. Now, that Queen of Swords is someone, like I say, who steps into her own power. And you need to do that for your own. This is in the child work as well. I do need to say that. It is. But somebody may be offering you something that you're just not feeling. You're not feeling it. It's not right for whatever reason. And they may be very innocent. They may be very, I don't know, good on paper or whatever. But you're not feeling it. And don't accept if it doesn't feel right. Some of you strong-willed mothers are protecting a child here as well. You could be having nightmares, could be hurting in some kind of way. Could be. Again, we've gone off track slightly, but that's what I'm seeing. So I say what I see. But there's an offer of love here as well from a child, and I feel like that's the most important thing in your life at the moment, and you've got to accept that love. This is about you letting your hair down and having some fun with the right people, right scenarios, right situation, without the care of how you're going to come across to people, or what, even about your choices and decisions. There we go. It's telling you, you've got to move on. You've got to shut the door. You've got to shut the door and face your fear here. You've got to move on. No matter how difficult something may be, you are going to be facing some of your fears here. But you are very much protected. You are very much loved. And you've just got to release all that negativity that you're carrying and the illusions that you're carrying. There's no way forward in this scenario or situation at all. The only way forward is by you following your heart and doing what's going to make you happy. And you've got to release something here. Some of you are certainly going to need to take time out to ground yourself, to really focus, to do some meditation, to do some healing. You really are. And again, it's going to give you some kind of clarity with that Nine of Cups. But there's growth that's going to come out of this for you, and a new door will open at the end of it. I feel like some of you could be really masking your feelings and emotions here as well, even like internally. It's a mess. It is a mess. But you could also be dealing with somebody who hides their feelings and emotions very well as well. And that could be kind of putting a ripple out there. Really could. Now this is to do with some form of commitment around you. It really is. There could also be 3 people involved here in some kind of way, shape and form, because we've got the 3 of Swords there, that is a third party. We've got the 3 of Wands as well, which indicates a number 3. So you could have feelings for somebody else here, but not acted upon it. So again, with the World card coming out, a cycle is coming to a close, especially with that Death card as well. There's no way forward. It's an end, separation, moving on, moving forward, changing location, direction, destination, all of the above basically. We've got lessons being learned here, one cycle closing, a new one opening. But you could be feeling quite defensive and protective over yourself, your surroundings, your home, your life, every part of it, because you can just feel like change is on the horizon as well. And you've got to go with it. You've got to trust that 100% to help you move on, move forward. You really have. So let's just see what the angels are saying. Angels. Angels. They're saying surrender. Surrender to it. Don't carry the burdens anymore. Face your fears. You're going to be okay. You're going to be looked after. Surrender. Think of you. It's affecting you. You're not eating properly. You're not eating properly. Your diet needs attention as well. Your health is suffering because of it. There we go. With the Queen of Swords, we've got speak your truth coming out. That's what I said. Boundaries. Okay. This time next year, things are going to be completely different around you if you take steps now. Is it going to work? It's not going to work. It's time to move on. Time to move forward. One more. Spiritual awakening. What did I say? Some lessons are being learned here big time. Sometimes they're harsh. They really are. Every lesson is harsh. Every lesson teaches us something. Sometimes we want to know, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just got to face our fears. But once we do, we see that everything is actually working out as it should be. It's just about trusting and believing in ourselves that we can overcome every obstacle that we're facing right now. This super moon is going to seriously kick up some stuff for you to deal with, and you're going to need to face a few fears. But know that you're going to be okay at the end of it. Everything's going to work out for you absolutely fine. But there's no way forward now apart from making changes happen. And that is starting by you putting boundaries in place and taking those steps that you need to. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. I am going to leave that with you. I wish you the very best of luck, but take care and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.